Hey guys, boy, long night. Um, Really glad to be on the good end of a game like that, but uh, just really pleased with our effort. A lot of really good things all the way around. I thought we had a lot of hard contact up and down the lineup. Even some guys off the bench came in and put some good swings on pitches, and obviously they helped us out a decent amount. But kudos to our guys for taking advantage of it and making it hurt. I thought some of the guys that pitched tonight threw the ball really well once Grayson settled in after that first inning. Man, he had three just outstanding innings, and Jake Eddington I thought was really sharp behind him, and Hunter Ruth did a solid job to close it out. So good win. Glad that we could continue the momentum that I thought that we built in College Station over the weekend, and certainly hopeful that we can continue to carry it with us going forward to the big series we have coming up on Thursday against Auburn.
Coach, how does a big win like this carry over? You talked about hopefully it does. What can you take from this game and roll over into the weekend, obviously in a big rivalry?
Baseball's a funny game, and especially offensively. I think any old coach would tell you that hitting is contagious, and you take a step back now, and you're like, hey, we've got a bunch of hitters going through the league for their first time, and on top of that, Arkansas and Ole Miss, and whoever can really pitch, so you get to this point and you see that we've made some progress, the last week and a half, and you look back at all those variables and you're like, well, maybe we're right where we're supposed to be. So I can just see it, that I think 2 weeks ago, really Zane Denton and Peyton Wilson were the only two guys we could really count on. And now you're seeing, multiple guys that are seeing the ball better. They're making better decisions of what to swing at and getting pitches to hit and not chasing out of the zone as much. And now you're getting some production from other guys, and maybe, some of these, Peyton Wilson and Hammond or Denton are getting to hit with people on base instead of always leading off innings or hitting with nobody on. And we got the right guys up with people on base. So I thought we had, really, really good at bats throughout the weekend at A&M against a really good pitching staff, and certainly did it again tonight. And, just couldn't be more pleased with where we are as a whole, heading into a big series.
Speaking of guys that are seeing the ball better, Jackson Tate and Caden Rose both had 2 hits tonight, both had 2 runs, 4 RBIs. Talk about their performance tonight.
Yeah, really happy for Jackson. We've played a bunch of guys in center field, and everybody's had their ups and downs. And, we like all those guys. I think Jackson Tate's a really good player. I think Caden Rose is going to be a great player. Andrew Pinckney's upside is tremendous. And, just really glad to see Tate and Caden both, really swing the bat well tonight. And, Jackson's been really, really patient, been a great teammate, and he's been prepared when he's gotten his chance. And, Caden has played like a freshman at times, but he's our best defender in center field. And he's been really good in practice. And, all those guys deserve the opportunity that they've gotten. And we believe in all of them. So glad that they've all gotten to play, a decent amount. And I think, for all those guys, their best baseball for this season is in front of them.
Sorry, you can go ahead.
Do you think coming off this SEC win this past weekend, do you think that kind of changed the momentum for tonight's game?
Absolutely. Our guys are confident, and to their credit, I don't feel like we ever really flinched except the Louisiana Monroe game. I thought that was the only time this year that we gave up the 3 spot in the first, and it felt different. But otherwise, our guys have really competed. And I think the thing about the A&M trip is they finally got rewarded for it, at a really high level. It is hard to sweep on the road, and A&M's got a lot of talent on their team. And, the guys have always believed, but I think – and it's a little bit different when you finally start seeing the results. I think it just kind of reinforces everything. So just really happy for our kids. And, we got a season left, a lot in front of us. So we haven't arrived or this or that, but we're starting to put together. We had a hard time 2 weeks ago putting 9 innings together. We would win games or do this or that, but then you'd look back and there was that one inning that we just either we gave 2 straight innings away of at bats, or defensively we just fell apart for an inning or pitching wise. And now we're playing 9 innings and we're putting together back-to-back good games. And okay, now we got something.
You talked about some of the impact of the previous series, but on the broadcast they showed, I think it was Prater eating some Chex Mix on the bench, having a good time. And how big is it to be able to get some of the starters out of a game like this going into a big series and have them rest knowing they did their job?
I can't even make a joke about Prater snacking because he has done an awesome job with his body in his time here, and he is ripped. He's chiseled. So 2 or 3 years ago, I could have made a joke about snacking on Chex Mix, but I forgot what you even asked me. I got on the Prater deal, but
just the importance of getting some of the starters in well at the beginning of the game and having rest as they head into a big series.
Yeah, I mean, we had a really light day yesterday. We'll have a light day tomorrow. So I think it's good for them mentally. I think it's good for some of the guys that haven't played a lot. I was really excited to see Bryce Eblin today, and had got 4 walks and hit a double. And, he's a guy that's a big part of our future. And just Peyton and Jim have been playing so well, man. I just hadn't been able to get him in there. I wanted to play him. And I think it's just good for team dynamics when some of the regular guys get to sit and cheer for the other guys, and some other guys get in there. So, I don't really ever take Peyton Wilson out because I don't want to burn Grant Knipp's red shirt. And, if Johnny comes in and takes a foul tip and Prater's already out of the game, I got to have somebody on the field that I could put behind a plate. So I kind of hate that for Peyton that I can't ever take him out, but he don't ever want to come off the field anyway. So it works out okay. So last thing I'll leave you guys with, I think kind of slipped out today, but this weekend we're going to start Tyler Ross on Thursday, Dylan Smith on Friday, and Connor Prelip on Saturday. So obviously pretty excited about that. Connor, really kind of been pretty slow with his rehab, and he's been on the mound multiple times, and he's thrown with intent and pulled down and all that stuff multiple times, and has looked great, as good as ever. So I'm just really excited to see him on Saturday, and you guys should be as well.